This is where it's Super Match, where we have a poll with our studio audience to decide what they think is the most apt phrase or saying behind the legend, behind the board. Now, we have blanks rising in popularity. We have 50 blanks, 100 blanks and 150 blanks. And for our listeners at home, these are some of the prizes you can win tonight.
A truly unique pair of nudist boots. A radio and cassette player in a tasteful colour of red. The latest telephone answering machine. A complete and comprehensive car care kit. A computerised washing machine with see-through glass portholes. And a self-tuning colour TV.
What other show would have prizes like this? Panorama? Can you imagine nudist boots? Now that's only the bare facts. And look at that one. A washing machine with a see-through porthole. Oh, I mean, that's everybody's delight, isn't it? It's your turn in the babble. Can we reveal the legend, please? Super Blank. Now you can choose 3 celebrities to help you. Who would you like?
Gary.
Gary Wilmot.
Super califragilistic It's the first thing that came into my mind.
What mind? With the greatest will in the world, you see the size of the board. They can't even spell that. Well, that's the one you chose. No, we can't go against it.
Okay.
Can we, darling?
No.
No, we must go further on. Plunge ever on. Who else would you like?
Paul.
A good choice. Paul?
Superman.
Yes, very good. And who else would you like?
Molly.
Molly Sugden.
Grass.
All those years, isn't it? Off Gary. Califragilistic. Off Paul we had man, and Molly we had grass. Now, you can choose any of those if you feel that way, but you can have one of your own.
No, Superman.
You're going for Superman.
Superman.
Okay, for 50 blanks we have... Superwoman. And why not? There's nothing wrong with them. For 100 blanks we have... Super Match.
Of course, Superman.
Oh, yes! Slap my thigh. But for 150 blanks we have... Superman! And you have got up to now the latest telephone answering machine. It's called Tim. There's a record of it. Now, we may meet you on the head-to-head, so all the best, and we hope to see you later. Bye, darling. Very well done. It's time now to meet our next contestants. Excitement mounts. I'm walking over here now just to give our director some problems. Now, Val Davies from Manchester.
That's right.
My hometown kid. You're a part-time drama teacher with 3 children.
Yes.
Adam, Benjamin and Simon, and you have a cat called Minnow.
Minnow.
It's a pity it's not a horse, it could have been manure. Well, I know my business. Used to be a professional ice skater at the Altrincham Ice Rink. Now you're a drama teacher. You enjoy plays, water skiing, sunshine, the man from the Contreau advert.
Oh, mais oui, bien sûr.
The Contreau
Oh,
is the passion, is the warmth of we French.
oh, tu parles bien.
No, it's just the way I'm spoken.
Put it with the ice which is you English, and the glass cracks.
You were once locked in a French loo for hours with a temperature at 90 degrees. Do you know, for the first time in her life, she was glad she didn't come up trumps. Paul Rowbottom. You're a single lad, you lucky blighter. You come from Somerset, you work in Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire.
Right.
In the past, his name was aroused bawdy comments. What nicknames have you had?
I think they'd all be sensitive, Les.
No, do it matter.
How about Bumley?
Bumley, fine, yes. Thank God your name wasn't Dixon. You've no luck with cars, according to this, is that right? Last week your tyres were flat, your fan belt went, and Thursday the battery was flat. And on Saturday you were hit by another car.
That's right.
You know what you should do, don't you?
What's that?
Have your car serviced at Lord's. On with the show, proper.
That's right.
Little Val.
Yes.
Who's a kiss? Right, you're on. You ready? My neighbour Norman is incredibly vain. Why? He doesn't just dye the hairs on his head. He dyes the hair. I'd like to just make it quite apparent. I don't write these questions. My neighbour Norman is incredibly vain. Why? He doesn't just dye the hairs on his head. He dyes the hairs on his blank or blanks as well. I know the answer. Tessa Wyatt, love of loves.
Yes.
My neighbour Norman is incredibly vain. Why? He doesn't just dye the hairs on his head. He dyes the hairs on his blank or blanks as well. Naughty. All right, my friends? Start when you press your button like you got an answer. Thank you, folks. Gary, you're a little tardy.
Yes, it's just a rumour, sir, believe me.
I love that type, like an advert for jaundice. Ready, Val? My neighbour Norman is incredibly vain. Why? He doesn't just dye the hairs on his head, he dyes the hairs on his blank or blanks as well.
Chest.
On his chest.
That's right.
Thank God we're still on the air. Look out for me, son of chest! Yes! Well done! Molly, my love! Chest! Yes! On the ball! Tessa, lovey. Ow. Gary Wilmot.
Right, I'm ready. Oh.
Yes. There's every chance that this lad could one day replace comedy. Andy Richards. Well, you've done very well there, have you not? You've got a full house. Okay, Rowbottom.
Yes, thanks.
Okay, you can do it, you can do it. Just don't get behind, okay? If you feel a knocking on your seat, it's a bum rap. All right, the show's not funny, but it's quick. Albert Handel, our local composer, has taken up home brewing. He was going to call his latest composition Handel's Water Music, but he has now changed it to Handel's Blank Music. Remember, the clue is in the question. All right?
Can we have that again, Uncle Les?
Yes, I'm coming over, Gary.
Thank you very much.
Honestly.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Albert Handel, our local composer, has taken up home brewing. He was going to call his latest composition Handel's Water Music, but he's now changed it to Handel's Blank Music instead. That's it. Well done. I've never seen such answers like this in my life. Unbelievable. You like your lights when you finally finish the scroll? Thank you, Tessa. Thank you, Gary.
Yes, I'm ready.
You're a wonderful person. Okay, Paul, best of luck. Just take your time. Albert Handel, our local composer, has taken up home brewing. He was going to call his latest composition Handel's Water Music, but he has now changed it to Handel's Blank Music.
Wine.
Wine, what a good one. Stanley Boardman.
Lager.
Oh. You know, it's even worse than that. You didn't get a laugh.
I know. You can't read.
Never mind. No good whining over it.
Appreciate humour.
That is true. When we find it, we'll tell you. Oh!
Ever so sorry.
Lager. Another one gone down the drain. This is looking pretty bad, Rowbottom. What have you got for me, Tessa?
I got it right.
Wine! Superb. You will not.
Well, I've messed it up, I'm afraid. I put and ale as well, you know.
Don't worry over it. You've been an asset to the show so far. We've had no retakes. Wendy Richards.
Yeah.
Wine! Now, don't worry. Still got time to go. Now, you're behind, OK? That was an unconscious pun. I meant it in the sense that you're now trailing, right? Fine. Terrible, lad. I'm just getting cheeky now. The Irish relay team got their changeover all wrong at Crystal Palace last night. The last man grabbed his teammate's flank instead of the baton. Don't worry too much and don't think too much about it either. I must mention at this juncture that you cannot play with Tessa and you can't play with Wendy, so you've just got 4 to go at. But don't worry, Stanley Bournemouth will help you out. He's a wonderful person. The Irish relay team got their changeover all wrong at Crystal Palace last night. The last man grabbed his teammate's blank instead of the baton. The answer's obvious. But you can't use it. That's how friendships are forged. Oh, nasty cough, love. The Irish relay. The Irish relay team got their changeover all wrong at Crystal Palace last night. The last man grabbed his teammate's blank instead of the baton. What do you think it is?
Arm.
His arm. We've got arm. Well done, Stan. Molly! Oh, you're Paul! Well, what can I say? Hard luck, Paul. But don't worry, because really you were awful. Will you join me, Val, please, for super match? Well, we have to say goodbye to you, Paul. But I'll tell you what, you've been very good.
I should be back.
Pardon?
Should be back.
No, you won't. All I can say is best luck yak sexing in Tibet. Always remember this. Just look after yourself. And you're taking with you something, a memento that you can treasure, something you can always look back on with pride. You're taking with you a blankety blank checkbook and hold it, a pen with it.
Goodbye.